fam. It's ahvay, your kinkologist, spilling a little kink into your day. Y'all know how we do. Email me your kinky entanglements, and I get you right with my personal feedback and that of my tarot cards. Now, this is for mature adults only. If you wear steel drawers and a stiff shirt, this ain't for you. Nothing is too kinky or too crazy to discuss. And y'all know we run into the crazy damn near each episode. Look, I don't care if you're butt naked, draped over someone's lap, getting spanked, or wearing a dog collar and a diaper sucking somebody's toes. We're going to tap it all. For a slot on the show, hit me up at ahvay.kinkologist@gmail.com. Y'all ready for these emails? Let's get it. Up first, we have Barry in Georgia. Ahvay. Me and my man have been together for a minute. It's all good. I love his height, weight, and how he throws it around in the bedroom. The only issue I have is I want a top. I don't know what it is with some guys. Just because someone is smaller and a bit sparkly doesn't mean that we don't want to hide the sausage sometimes. Not every gay man has this issue, but my big lug head isn't getting the memo. Do you have any advice on how to get him to see things my way? Whew, okay. Hun, I think the best thing is to come right out and let him know how you feel. Now, don't be crass and be like, look, you're giving up the butt tonight. No. Talk to him. Because it could be a situation where he had a bad experience. Or he could just be straight up scared. Some guys can give sausage, but be afraid that taking sausage is going to deplete their man card. You just have to find out what his resistance is and proceed from there. Now, you have to ask yourself, I want you to really ask yourself this. If he doesn't ever want to give up the man nanny, can you settle with what you guys already have? See, that's something you gotta find out. If he just does not want to give up that man nanny, can you settle with what you already got, what you're already doing? You gotta answer that question for yourself. And then I want you to seriously have that talk with him, because I'm feeling there's something blocking him. Have that talk with him and let me know what happens. Let's take it to the cards. The first card says, stand strong in your truth. Unite with self. And see, what that's telling me, if this is something that's been worn with you for a while. That's what I'm hearing. This is something that's been worn with you for a while. Yeah, you're sparkly and everything. I hear you. I feel you. You're fabulous. But you also like to top. You don't just want to be a bottom, and I get that. Switch it up. There's nothing wrong with that. But I'm also hearing that there's something in his past that's blocking him. So stand strong in your truth, but you have to talk to him in a serious talk. So don't make ultimatums. Don't come at it in an argumentative way. You have to talk to him and find out what's holding him back. Because I'm telling you, I'm feeling there's some blockage there. And y'all need to get past that. The next card says emotionally incomplete. And I'm telling you, this is what I'm saying. There's some blockage. There's a reason that he doesn't want to do that. And I'm feeling that somewhere in his past is where that reason is hidden. And you need to sit down, talk to him. Be supportive. Be supportive. I'm hearing that. Be supportive. Talk to him. Find out. The next card says, clear away distractions. And see, that's what I'm saying. When it comes to relationships, let me explain to you. Everybody has baggage. Everybody has shit that's happened in their past and things of that nature. And sometimes it's hard to really sit down and express these things. It's hard to really tell people stuff because when you let people in, and then let's say, and come on guys, y'all know I'm not lying. Let's say when you start that arguing or something goes wrong, people want to throw shit back in your face. So a lot of times people really guard them really tough secrets that they have. And a lot of times it's just how you come at a person. So you got to really be willing to talk. You got to be willing to listen. It can't always be your way. It can't always be their way. When y'all together, we got to find our way. So that's what I want you to seriously do. First, ask yourself that question, and then sit down and talk to them. Hit me back. Let me know what happens. Up next is Nicole from the Bronx. Yo, ahvay. This bitch done tried me for the last time. Me and my man have 3 kids together. Okay, yeah. We've had some issues. But this trick knew that we were together when she spread her legs trying to trap him. Now she's talking about she pregnant and it's his. I heard she spread them filthy thighs for dudes all up and down the block. I think she's lying. I done carried 3 kids by him, and each and every one, my stomach hung low. This bitch's stomach is high. I'm just waiting for her to drop that load, and then I'ma drop her for all this hell she's caused us. I hope she's watching this show. And no, I'm talking about her ass. Okay. I'm feeling a lot of stress in that. I'm feeling a lot of feelings there. But now, hon, there's a lot wrong with this. First, you're going off on old girl. But if she's pregnant and it's his, why didn't he strap up? And I wouldn't compare the stomachs. That's not sounding too bright. I wouldn't tell nobody that. Every pregnancy is different. Now you're making threats. I've said it before. I don't condone violence. I don't pay nobody bail. You go do something stupid, that's on you. I think you need to step back and take a good look at everything that's happened. I really think you need to do that. Place blame where it truly needs to be. I'm going to give you some advice. People sell a lot of wolf tickets. You're talking about when this girl dropped this load, you're going to drop her. Like Mike Tyson, boom, boom. That one punch hitting on the floor. You don't know. This chick could know some shit. You don't know that. You're speculating. You're guessing at this point. You're upset. You're placing blame. You're throwing blame. But before you go outside your door and do anything, I think you need to check your man. You need to talk with him too. You're going to place that blame equally. Okay? I think you really need to think before you react. And now let's take it to the cards. The first card says release. And that's what I'm hearing. You need to release this bullshit. Let's release it. Come on, let's call it what it is. Because you know what? Women have a tendency of doing that. The man step out or whatever the case may be, we go after the woman. But you got to check your man because he knew and know that y'all in a relationship. Even if this was a down period where y'all were arguing, why didn't he strap up? Come on now. You got to check him too. You can't be sitting there talking all that crap. And then you're talking about going to go fight. You know, this girl could be freaking Muhammad Ali's daughter and lay your ass out. I'm just saying. Now, I ain't telling nobody to be scared. But what I am saying, you need to proceed with caution. Because you don't wolf tickets, but you don't want to sit up there and put yourself in a situation. And while you're doing all this, where's old boy at? Because he done laid up with her. How you know he ain't laid up with somebody else? I'm just saying you got to be honest here. You got to approach these things honestly with your eyes open. The next card says, gleeful celebration. Gleeful celebration. And what I'm hearing with that, I'm telling you, you need to straighten this out. Because there'll be no glee, okay? There'll be no glee until you find out what's really going on. What happened, what went down, and what's going on now, okay? What's going on now? Read between the lines. What's going on now? You need to handle your handle. Forget this foolishness about this fighting. Find shit out. Regulate. Because that's what you need to do. But you need to be honest with yourself, with him. You need to make some decisions. The next card says, untried paths. Let me tell you something. I don't tell anybody to leave who they're with. I don't tell nobody that. I don't give that kind of advice. Because that's something ultimately that you have to decide for yourself. But you got to go in these things with both eyes open. Now I am hearing this, and you know, only you know, that what I'm saying is not a lie. There's a lot of murky waters going on in your situation. There's a lot, okay? And it's not even just the situation of this chick getting pregnant. Okay? There's a lot going on. You need to address the situation that has happened, that is happening. Okay? You need to address all of this. And sometimes you do have to entertain the possibility that you may have come to the end of the road. Y'all may have come to the end of the road. And the thing of it is, a lot of people stay because they settle. They stay because they settle, but you can't. You cannot be afraid of what's to come. You cannot be afraid of untried paths. You can't. Diddy said it best when he said, can't stop, won't stop. You understand? You got to keep forward. You got to do what's ultimately best for you and your children. You got to face whatever it is. Don't brush shit under the bed. Don't do that. You got to face what's happening. And you need to be honest with what you're facing. Do that. Hit me back. Let me know what's happening. Up next is Bianca from DC. Ahvay. I come from a strict background. My parents worked hard to send me to college. The truth is, I never wanted to go. But they go on and on about the old days and immigrants having it hard. The first year, I tried. I really did. But it's boring. I don't want to spend my day reading and researching and doing all these papers. For me, studying doesn't come easy. Sometimes I have to read things several times for it to really stick. I'm scared to drop out because I know I'll never hear the end of my parents' mouth. Recently, I met these girls. They're in a little club. They let me in on their secret. There are several professors who will take sexual favors for higher grades. They said they don't go all the way. A few blowjobs for an A. It's a service for a service. Do you think this is really bad? Hun, in my opinion, it's wrong. In my opinion, it's really, really wrong. If you want to give blowjobs, let it be because that's something you want to do and enjoy. Hey, you like sucking cock all day, all night, that's your business. You're over 18, and if that's what you want to do, hey. But for teachers, employers, and so forth to be engaging in this with promise of money or grades, that's not cool. That's not cool. I think there's a few things to address here. I know parents can be hard. Hell, I am one. I think maybe you should take a breath. Take a breath. That's what I want you to do. Take that breath. Okay? I want you to take that breath. Find out something. Think, what is it that Bianca really wants to do? What makes Bianca happy? Okay? I want you to, if you have to make a PowerPoint of it, think of a career that you would really like to do. Maybe a trade that you could take, which would allow you to take care of yourself. So with this, you got to be realistic. You can't say, oh, I'm going to be a waiter. I'm not trying to be funny. Unless you're in an upscale restaurant, you ain't making but so much. With the way rents is, the price of food, gas, that's not a job that's going to do it. Okay? That's not a job that's going to do it. So what you want to do is really sit down. Think of something that you want to do. Think about it in the long run. Put it down on paper. How much will you make? What will you be able to afford with what you make? Will you be able to take care of yourself? Then maybe sit your parents down and explain your plan to them. If it's solid, they may back off. Because the thing is, parents just want to see their kids have a better chance at success than they have. If you're only doing this for your parents, you're only going to school for your parents, you might have to put the big girl drawers on and face some facts. But before you talk to them, you got to get your head right. You got to get your head right. Because you got to know that whatever road you take, that Bianca going to be good. Because that's what your parents want for you. Not no foolishness. If you're going to even entertain really walking in your own shoes, you got to know where you're going, what street you're going down. And you need to sit down and give that some real serious thought. Sucking cock, come on. That's not doing it either. That's not doing it either. If this is my child telling me, well, Mom, I'm sucking cock for grades, like, hey, you want me to do this thing, so there it is. I'm going to fuck off. I'm telling you right now, I'm going to hell off. And then in the back of my mind, I'm going to sit down after I go to hell off. And I'm going to feel kind of bad because I done pushed my kid into the point that they had to do something like this, demeanor themselves, just so that they could try to get the grades or whatever to make me happy. And they really don't even want to do this thing. Like, I feel like I put my child into a situation like that. these professors, employees, or whatever that's taking these sexual favors, you ain't the first one. So you don't know who all and how many they've done this with. Saying, you got self-preservation. You have to think of that first. You have to think of that first. You really don't want to do this college thing? Okay. Come up with a plan. Something that's concrete. Something that Bianca's going to be able to take care of herself. Put that in a PowerPoint if you have to. And then you sit your parents down and you be honest with them. You show them where you're at now, where you'll be tomorrow, once you finish this career, where you'll be 5 years from now. You give them a foolproof plan and show them that you're serious. They may not like it, but I bet they'll back off. Okay? I want you to do that. And now let's take it to the cards. The first card says, time for reality check. There it is. Time for reality check. And I'm telling you, sucking cock for grades. I don't agree with that at all. I do not agree with that. I don't think that's a wise decision at all. And I don't see it leading anywhere good. Anywhere good. The second card says, fruits of labor. Okay. So you done sucked these cocks. You done got a couple of good grades. Have you ever thought, I do this thing, and what if they renege and don't give you a passing grade? Now you done demeaned yourself. You done all this for nothing. God forbid somebody find out what y'all doing. Go to the dean. Now you're kicked out of school. You're kicked out. And why? What are you going to tell your parents? How would you approach them? You've been kicked out for what? And I'm going to tell you, what I'm hearing, your parents aren't stupid, okay? Your parents aren't stupid. And you're right, they nag. They're not going to let that go. And you know what I'm talking about. They're not going to let that go. That's why I'm saying you better get that PowerPoint together, because I'm picking it all up. They are not the ones that's easily taken off of one path and put on another. You come to them, you got to come correct. So I'm telling you, I think you better give this sucking cock, give that some more thought, because I don't think that that's the road you need to take. The next card says, in, done, finished. That's what I'm saying. Time for another course. Time for another course. You got to put the foolishness aside. It's time to get real. Come up with something else, another plan, and let's get it done. Because no. Just no. No. And that's what I'm feeling. You don't heed my advice, and you go on down that path if you want. I'm telling you, I don't see nothing good. I do not. I don't see nothing good. Get that PowerPoint together. Get your mind together. Talk to them parents. Hit me back. Let me know what happens. Up next is Teddy from NC, North Carolina. I came to live with my uncle when I was 14. I didn't really know him before that time. Anyway, things began to change when I turned 17 and intensified when I reached 18. I began to see him not as a stranger that I had to live with, but a man. He never gave me any indication that he saw me as anything more than the kid who'd been dumped on him. I went off to school and returned 4 years later to help with the farm. Imagine my surprise when he noticed me. That was 7 years ago. We're still together and going strong. But I feel we shouldn't have to hide. Why is it that everyone else can be happy? We did nothing wrong. We didn't even kiss till I was well into my 20s. If it's the blood thing, then if the Bible is to be believed, it was Noah and his family that repopulated the world after the flood. So then we're all related in some form. I just want to enjoy my love like everyone else. Now, we're back with the family. We are back with that family thing. I done told you guys about that family thing. And now we're going to throw the Bible in it. Hun, y'all got to stop with the Bible thing, okay? I mean, really. Honestly, I can't green light the family love. I cannot green light the family love. I just can't do it. I didn't grow up in a time or in a home where that was accepted, okay? So I'm not saying that the way I grew up was right. Understand that. But it's how I grew up. It was what's been pressed down into me. That's what I know, okay? So for me, no, I wouldn't hate on you. I wouldn't throw rocks at your house and no bullshit like that because it's not my business. What going in your home, what you do, not my business. As long as it's legal and consensual, do you. Y'all know it. That's how I roll. But, you also have to keep it real. A lot of people would look down on that. Coming out and open, I don't know, because you got to think self-preservation. Got to think self-preservation. And I don't know. I don't know. I get very mixed feelings with this. Because I don't want to see anybody hurt. I don't want to see nothing happen to nobody. And you got to be honest. Places that you live in, some places are a little bit more acceptable than others. And from what I'm hearing, I'm getting very mixed feelings about that. I'm hearing that people know, trust and believe that. No, nobody's stupid. People do know that you and your uncle are together. I'm hearing that y'all have had some backlash. I don't know if it's neighbors or just people in y'all town, but y'all have had some backlash. But for the most, people leave y'all alone. Weird looks and stuff like that. I'm hearing that. But I honestly, I don't know, coming out like publicly, I don't know about that because I'm getting very murky feelings with that. I'm not sure, and I don't want you guys to tip the boat and put yourselves in a bad in any kind of harm's way. You see, again, the way I grew up, it was pressed into me that this behavior is wrong. So I really don't have much advice on this because to me, you have to understand, like I said, it was pressed into me that this behavior is wrong. But I am not your boss. I can't tell you. I'm not your boss. I'm not your God. I can't tell you what you're doing is right or wrong. I cannot green light it in any way. Okay? Now, if you had told me that he started messing with you when you first got there and you was a minor, I'd be ready to get the pitchforks out and be cussing Uncle up and down the street, okay? But if this is your truth, then it is what it is. All I can say is be careful and stay safe. That is all I can say. Let's take it to the cards. Listen, and that's what I'm hearing. Listen. You gotta listen to that inner voice. We all have that inner voice. You gotta listen to that. Because again, I don't want to see anybody get hurt. And yes, there's a lot of acceptance with a lot of things now, but there's still that hate out there. There's still that hate. And with that hate just come really negative reactions. And I just don't want to see anything happen to anybody. Okay? You gotta listen. Listen to that inner voice. Listen to what your inside is telling you. The next card says cherished memories. Cherished memories. And again, that goes back to listen, because you're saying that you and your uncle have been together. Now you said about 7 years or so. And y'all still going strong. The feelings are there. Everything is good. Uh, I really, really, I'm just hearing that. I'm not saying that you gotta hide, but I am hearing careful, careful, careful. Listen to inner voice. You got to. Because again, a lot of times where people live at, there's a lot of stuff. And people do know. People know. You know I'm not lying. You've seen it. You know what I'm talking about. People have looked at y'all, whispered. Y'all have heard that. Y'all have seen that. But it hasn't gone no farther than that. And it's been 7 years. Now y'all gonna put it in people's face? I don't know. You may be stirring up the masses. And I don't think that that's worth it, because no matter what, whether y'all putting it on blast or not, whether y'all publicly displaying it or not, y'all still together, y'all still in love, there it is. So I don't know if I'd go that route. And if it's really bothering you guys so bad that y'all just really want to be out loud and proud, have y'all ever considered moving? Because somewhere where people do not know y'all story, do not know y'all truth, do not know the relation, could be a whole different outcome. So I don't know. You got to give it some thought. Give these things some thought. Really listen. Listen to that inner voice. Give it some thought. The next card says masculine energy. Masculine energy. And see, that's what I'm saying. Now, understand where masculine energy comes from. Masculine energy could be one or two things. It could be taken as a negative, like how right now they say the feminine energy of the world is just kind of, it's been stomped on. And everything really is masculine energy that's happening now. And as you can see, shit is chaotic. And I'm not trying to be funny. And I'm not saying that men bring the chaos, but see, men have that testosterone, and they have that alpha male type of thing. A lot of men have that. They got to call the ball, and it's a lot of confusion. It's a lot of strife, if you will. There's a lot of warlike things that's happening. That feminine energy has been suppressed. Feminine is more of the nurturer, the mothering, and that's kind of been stomped down. It's kind of now like every man for himself, like, more of that dominance. So with that, what that's telling me is, with that in your situation, it could bring a lot of negativity your way. Could bring a lot of negativity. And as I say, you guys know that I'm not lying. Only y'all know y'all truth, but you know I'm not lying. Y'all have already faced some. You come out and proud where you live at, and I don't see anything good. What I'm seeing is very murkiness, like mud, I'm getting like, how can I say, moving mud, slow moving mud. I don't see anything good coming with that. If you guys really want to do this out proud, loud, y'all truth, maybe you want to start researching places that are more accepting and into that. Now, there's a lot of places that accept LGBT, and I know it's a whole lot of other letters behind it, guys. Don't get on me for that. But I know that there's a lot of places that do accept that. But you're going a little bit beyond that, because you're talking the family love. And for that, that's where a lot of people are really going to have a harder time with that. You understand? So, and even though they have that harder time, it doesn't give anybody the right to act negatively. It doesn't give anybody the right to do that, because what goes on in your house is your business. That's not hurting me. It's not paying my bills. It's not paying my bills. You understand what I'm saying? Or the next person. But unfortunately, and you have to live in reality, these things do exist. So you got to move with caution, because at the end of the day, self-preservation is what it is. So I want you guys to really give this some thought. Really give some thought to what I'm saying. And hit me back. Final thoughts. Loves. See what I'm saying? Crazy. Sucking cock for grades. Mike Tyson, one punch out. People, we got to go into these type of situations with our full brain. Don't be scared of change. And check yourself and the entire situation before stepping out and looking like a fool. Enough times we don't want to acknowledge the mess on our own plates and look for the easy out. Face your truth and move forward. Guys, this show is supposed to be about kinky situations. With that said, if you have a bizarre situation and need to give voice to it, I'll take that on too. No subject is too taboo to discuss. Whatever you're into, just be careful. And as always, play safe in your kink. Until next time, and as always, keep it kinky. Guys, we are growing. Come join the Kink fam. And let's get Wine and Kink live shows on Thursday going. We're going to be discussing live kink situations and feeling good while doing it. Hit that subscribe button and join the fam.